Welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you've ever felt completely alone, beaten down by failure, or like you're standing in a crowded room screaming, but literally nobody is listening, well, you are in the exact right place today. We're diving straight into a powerful, no-nonsense framework from our source material on how to take that isolation, that bitterness, and that nagging feeling of falling behind and actually forge it into unstoppable, ironclad discipline. We aren't here for toxic positivity today, okay? We're here for truth and execution. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. A wise person doesn't answer a brick with a stone. They use the thrown bricks to build their house. This right here sets our entire foundation. Look, people are going to try to tear you down, right? They'll tell you you can't do it, you're not smart enough, or your goals are just impossible. But our source material urges us to take those exact criticisms, those doubts, and use them as the literal mortar and bricks for our own success. Don't waste your precious energy throwing the brick back. Build your house with it. Reboot yourself with their negativity and just let it fuel you.
So, that brings us to phase 1, validating the darkness. I know it's incredibly difficult right now. You're probably looking around feeling like you're just failing while everyone else is sprinting ahead. As your guide through this material, I want you to know it's perfectly fine to acknowledge that the darkness is real. Feeling completely alone, dealing with immense anger, that constant mental restlessness, and just wanting to scream at the universe and blame destiny, these are entirely natural reactions. Actually, it happens to literally everyone who tries to achieve something meaningful. But, and this is a massive but, staying stuck in that victim mindset, yeah, that is a choice. Sitting on your hands waiting for your luck to magically change is a decision you are actively making. Because here's the reality. Your struggles are your own. Listen to me on this one. Waiting for a savior, hoping a friend is going to swoop in and rescue you, or thinking that someone else will fight your battles for you, it's a complete waste of time. They have their own struggles to fight. Your hunger can only be satisfied by you eating your own food. Make sense? Which leads us perfectly into phase 2, changing the lens. It's time to drastically shift our perspective and redefine what failure actually means to us. We really need to stop caring about what the world thinks, and this brilliantly illustrates the source's beautiful, simple metaphor. Look at the sun and the moon. You cannot compare them. They both shine brilliantly, but they shine at completely different times, right? Just because someone else is shining right now in their daytime doesn't mean your night won't become brilliantly illuminated when it's your time. Stop looking at other people's timelines. Honestly, doing so only destroys your own morale. So, you failed. Okay, but why did you fail? The source material challenges us to stop looking at previous defeats as a dead end or some kind of final verdict on our worth. A failure is absolutely not a stop sign. Think of it more like a highly detailed diagnostic tool for your next attempt. Let's break it down logically.
You have to treat your failure as crucial data across 3 main variables. First up, effort. Ask yourself, did you actually give 100%, or did you just kind of convince yourself you did? Second, method. Was your approach or technique fundamentally flawed? And 3, timing. Was it simply the wrong time to execute? The source practically guarantees that if you honestly diagnose these 3 variables and fix them, your second attempt, armed with all that new experience, is going to drastically outperform your first. It's just data.
And hey, listen to me, if you have to start from zero, then just start from zero. Crying over lost progress does not bring the progress back. Get up, dust yourself off, and start again, but this time with double the energy you had the first time. That past effort, it's never wasted. It's literally just banked experience for the next round. Moving on to phase 3, the crucible. Hardship isn't just something to merely survive. It is the active, essential ingredient for building unshakable strength. Think about the iron metaphor drawn directly from our source. To give iron its shape, its utility, and its real, genuine strength, you can't just leave it sitting around at room temperature, right? It must be subjected to intense, scorching heat and struck with heavy, repeated blows. Those incredibly difficult days you're having right now, they are the heat and the hammer. They are actively revealing your weak points so that you can be perfectly forged. You aren't breaking, you are being shaped.
So, the crucial point is, you have to choose your zone carefully. On the one side, we have the comfort zone. It's smooth, it's easy, and it leads to absolutely zero growth. The text bluntly states that a life without problems means you are either dead or you just aren't doing anything significant. On the other side is the growth zone, and yeah, it's full of struggle and problems, but that is the exact path that leads to success. True achievers, they actively seek out the struggle.
But, advancing comes with a pretty steep cost. You're going to have to sacrifice time-wasting distractions. You might even lose friends who simply won't or can't support your struggle. mostly because it's not their dream to fight for. You'll have to put on blinders to ignore the taunts and the negativity. And honestly, most challenging of all, you have to be totally okay with walking alone for a while. And please, stop waiting for the perfect time. It doesn't exist. There is no perfect time. Waiting for the right moment or for the stars to perfectly align before you start working, that's just a guaranteed, foolproof way to waste the precious time you already have in your hands right now.
All right, let's wrap this up with Phase 4, the path forward. Let's move to and see how this builds into real action. We've talked extensively about the philosophy and the mindset. Now let's talk about the exact execution. Navigating the fog requires 3 simple steps. Step 1, accept the dense fog. You cannot see the final destination right now, and you know what? That's entirely okay. Step 2, take just 2 steps forward. Step 3, let the next 2 steps reveal themselves. It's really that simple. You don't need a 20-year plan mapped out to absolute perfection. You just need the momentum of taking the very next immediate step right in front of you.
It's all about taking the reins. Make your dreams a daily, non-negotiable habit. Our source says you must hold the reins of your own life's horse. Become your own complete responsibility. You have to push yourself past the exact point where everyone else just gives up. Work so intensely and with such fierce discipline that absolutely no one around you can even come close to matching your level of effort. You and only you are the sole driver of your life.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the powerful promise the source makes. It says, a little period of silence, and then the noise of success will come. Right now, nobody knows what you're doing, you're working in the dark, you're lonely, maybe you're a bit tired. But that silence, that's literally just the quiet phase before your results become so massive that they make all the noise for you. Just keep working.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought for today's explainer. Look at exactly where you are right now. Look at the immense potential sitting inside you, and answer this. Are you going to keep waiting, blaming the world, and crying over your circumstances? Or will you finally leave that victimhood behind, embrace the discipline, and start walking into the fog? The choice is entirely yours. Now get to work.